How's it going, my beautiful people? How are you? Before I started procrastinating and watching a movie, I wanted to jump on here and talk about what is on my mind today. This is funny to me that I have my iPad out for just the topic that we're going to talk about today because I was like, I'm going to try to wing it and just come and talk about what's on my mind, but there's still some sort of a format. I have to because there's just so many things always swarming. So I've actually wanted to talk about this for a very long time. I've talked about it just maybe like a few other episodes, basically this paranormal topic. And it keeps coming up. So I think I'm supposed to share, again, my perspectives on it and its evolution. For those of you who haven't listened to me before, I've been interested in paranormal and esoteric. When I say paranormal, anything outside of the normal, since a teenager, and explored it in different areas, but never really dove deep, never got into dark stuff or anything like that, but just was always intrigued and probably like a lot of other people, just kind of fascinated in, I don't know, for me, it was a sense of proving dark side or evil or ghosts or anything like that. Maybe there was a sense of that. But I've just always been intrigued in it. And I still to this day get contacted in my sleep by different things. But it's never anything super scary, or maybe you could look at it as maybe it could be a negative thing, but I don't get negative feelings from it. So just wanted to speed you up to date there. Okay, so the past couple of years, I keep seeing this re-emergence of the Exorcist movies. And the first one, or now there's, I don't even, 3 or 4 of them. And that is one of the movies that scared like the shit out of me for years, always traumatized me. And then as an adult and I grew less fearful of all of that and all of that sort of stuff, it kind of went away. Okay, so I saw this reemergence, but also with that being said, okay, why are we seeing it? And then also, I feel like YouTube is promoting or marketing it for entertainment value, just like all of the other creature sorts of things that I don't even know. I'm learning about it and reading about it, skinwalker talk, cryptids, all these sorts of things that people are seeing, and even Bigfoot and all these different things, right? So, but I still see them kind of like promoted for entertainment. And I don't love that because, in a way, while I get the intrigue, you also, these people that are going through actually terrifying experiences, they don't want to experience again, I'm sure, and wouldn't recommend it. And I think until something happens to you as well, you may still keep exploring and being curious because it is fascinating. So, with that being said, because I keep seeing all of that stuff on there, I'm like, I must need to know more because I'm intrigued by it as well. And I haven't seen certain things and all these stories and things that people talk about. Okay. So all these things in life, I don't always talk about this on my solos, and definitely only a few of my podcasts of me exploring this topic of spiritual warfare. Okay. So, I just, good luck to me getting through this whole book. This is one guy that I've been looking at, David Icke, who's been known for I don't even know, in the early 2000s anyway. You can look him up, but everything you need to know but have never been told. While I believe certain things already in here regarding government and how our government works, and I feel we can feel disempowered, right? Okay, so that's why I wanted to get this, and just gonna page through it, pick it up, because he says lots of interesting things. Aside from hearing that I've always heard that we're going to be turned into robots, now it is batteries. The first section that I was reading about it. So there's a lot of information in there. I don't even know, people, in this lifetime how much more I'm going to learn or get into all of this sort of stuff. But what I do know now is what I'm learning now and continue to learn now finding this other author who is no longer, he was a former police captain, minister, and he wrote a book called The Black Awakening. And all these people, spiritual Christian people, are talking about all of this material. And I'm really trying to find out, okay, what do we need to know? What do we need to do? Is this sort of something where everybody's like recommended to have guns? Is it, yes, it's maybe people just having to decide to pick one or the other side when it comes to their belief systems, you know? And of course, I'm going to say love and light always saves. Maybe because of the ways of the world and people are going away from the light and away from God, whoever that is to you, oneness, people going away from that. I don't know. What I do know is I am supposed to learn more. I'm supposed to share more with you all, and also explain, you know, getting into all of this stuff, just becoming aware of what's going on, more so than anything, much like criminals, right? I feel like we have to become more smarter these days because of the scamming, the identity theft, and all these sorts of things. And people can sound, even over the phone, right? People can sound really honest and what you would say, you know, like a good person and whatever. They're just trying to do X, Y, Z, and maybe they are lying or whatever it is, and they don't even know that their boss or whoever they're being hired for, you know, like it's all connected. I just feel like it's a, a mental fuckery going on. And so we have to be better equipped, right? Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, of course. So I think, and also what I wanted to say is the generations of mine, 40s and then earlier, is that I believe that Satanism and these different things that are connected with all of this stuff, a lot of this stuff, is that it was looked at as more obscure. It's not like you were talking to the average person and they're like, oh, 6 months ago, Johnny was possessed. Not that they would say it like that, but it wasn't really a topic of conversation. You know, even the fact of somebody being possessed. And now, again, there's all these videos and different things proving, and the Catholic Church and all this sort of stuff doing exorcisms all the time. So this, I consider it, like I say, obscure or very backwoods, or to even know somebody is actually practicing these rituals and the Hollywood thing and everything, but you don't come in contact with somebody in your everyday life where you're necessarily talking about it. I mean, maybe they are next to us in the grocery store, you know, all these sorts of things. But we don't generally, like I said, have an average conversation where somebody's just interjecting it there. Who knows? Maybe there's more Satanists, you know, at your child's school than you know. So this topic is, when I say obscure, very backwoods, and almost like when my guest, the Christopher South, the Alabama paramedic, was talking about electroshock therapy done on him. And I was like, what? They're still doing that now? And what's even worse is he woke up during one of them and was asking God, like, why is this happening to me? Or why are they doing this to me? But he has a really beautiful story. If you go listen to him on my Spotify or Pandora, he's like one of my first, I think he's actually my first guest, first responder. So I know I talked really fast as usual, but why I wanted to come on here and talk about this is that I haven't talked about it very much. I know that there is more to share because I keep finding out and I keep hearing this terminology about spiritual warfare, and I keep asking myself, what more is it that we are supposed to know? Because there's this whole get ready, it's here, it's coming. In what ways do we need to equip ourselves other than, you know, like with the knowledge of this happening? So I'm going to jump on here every once in a while and give updates and comments on this, because I really feel like this is definitely a topic that's going to be ongoing. I don't know about having any more guests surrounding the topic. I think it just depends on what happens moving forward. It seems like it's it's multifaceted, definitely, and it's worth talking about. So I'm going to bring it up, and for those of people that are interested and maybe want to hear about this more, I can share, um, I'll share more on it as I go and my experiences as well. I'm sure I'm going to have more experiences. And like I said, constantly contacted in my sleep, um, and different things like that. Okay, so I will talk to you soon and keep you posted as far as this information goes. And I will keep watching things. And yeah, I admit, yes, I'm still intrigued about, um, I guess, just the increasing sightings of just so many different things. Like I said, all these different creatures. It's kind of like, so how many different things are out there? Are there like millions? Are there like what? Because you keep hearing like I keep hearing like different names of different beings. And there's a lot to know, people. So we'll see what I find out. Okay.